James Downer, and today I will be doing my reflection speech. Over the past 5 weeks, I have went through a journey that I thought that I wasn't able to accomplish, nor did I thought that I was qualified to carry out my assignment in the way that was required of me. But I'm grateful for the feedback of my professor and my classmate as to encourage me on this journey. Learning about oral communication was something that I strongly needed because of the fact that of my language barrier, because I'm from Jamaica, and understanding how to format certain words, how to certain speech, it helps to shape my life and how I will go forward from this day. I learned about informative speech, and in reference with challenge of effective speaking, I get to understand what goes well with this speech. And what I understand from the textbook is that in informative speech, facts are very important. You have to, in this speech, you're educating the audience, you're providing them with principle in a way that stimulate their interest and facilitate understanding, increase the likelihood of remembering. So whatever you're saying in the informative speech, it has to be relevant. It has to be something that they're able to remember, and it has to be interesting. It has to be the facts, the truth. What I believe that does not go well with this speech is information that are not correct. If this informative speech require a lot of detail, it means that we're supposed to provide the audience with things that are truthful. I also learned about demonstration speech, and it is a method that shows how something is done. It's display stages and process. In this speech that I conducted, I received a lot of positive feedback in the presentation. Overall, I still believe that I need to improve on my grammar. I need to make sure that I'm pronouncing the word and my grammar are in alignment so as to be effective in my ministry. I also learned about persuasive speech, and this is a speech that wants you to, convince your audience. You're letting them, try to get them to believe the same thing that you're believing in. In this area, I did extremely well with the feedback that I received from my professor and the classmate, but I still need to improve on my grammar and my pronunciation. In all that I have learned with the speeches, I have also was able to find out what biblical principles are relevant to being a confident public speaker. And in Psalms 119 verse 105, it said, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my pathway." To be the biblical principle that will be relevant in being a confident public speaking is live by the word. Whatever we're saying, whatever we're preaching, we got to live according to that. And if once we're living according to that, we realize that we become confident in our speech. We become confident in what we're saying to the people, because I am living according to the will and the principles of God by the word. The other question is asked that I will be addressing: why is it important to consider biblical principle when speaking? For me, this is very important. In life, when we are founded upon the word of God and where we are living according to the word, as I have stated previously, it is very important that we apply biblical principle in every area of our speech, whether informative speech, whether demonstration, whether persuasive. We got to make sure that we apply biblical principle as to help us to be productive, because we don't want to go into our audience and not be truthful. We don't want not to show them how to live, because demonstration is a format of depicting or showing someone how something is done. So when I live my life according to the principles of God, I am showing someone how to live, how to operate, how to conduct your life, what to say, what not to say, and also being persuasive in How do I deliver the word? Being confident in speaking the truth. Be confident knowing that what I'm saying is right and it's from God. So it is very important that in every speech that we say, that we have to make sure that we have biblical principle in our speeches. It means that it also helps us to be rooted and grounded. It also helps us not to be fearful. It also helps us that we know exactly what we're saying, and people will gravitate to you more when you are confident and you're fully assured what you're saying to the public. So it is very important to make sure that we consider biblical principle when we are speaking, living by the word, casting away all fears, trusting, praying, because this is something that helps all of us, that if we're able to seek the face of God before we go out there to speak, we will understand that when we stand in the midst of the people, that the words will flow fluently. So it is very important as for anyone who is going to speak that they try to gain some biblical principle as to make sure that their speech is effective, it is trustworthy, that people are able to remember what you're saying, that it will be relevant, that it will be something of great consequence, and that people will be able to grasp what you're saying and to hold on to it. And this is what speech is about. It's to help us, whatever format that speech is being utilized, whether informative, persuasive, or demonstration. These three areas should be addressed with biblical principle, has to make sure that the word is being delivered appropriately to the people. My last and final question for tonight is, how do you plan to use what you learn in this class in your personal or professional life? Personally, with all that I have learned from this class, as I said before, I have received some great and positive feedback from my professor and my classmate. These feedback that I received is to help me to grow. My professor believed that I have a great speaking ability, which I'm so grateful for. But she also showed to me in areas in which I need to improve on, which is my grammar, both in writing and verbally. And also with my colleagues in this class, they also steer me how to be more, persuasive in that setting, how to be more more open, and also how to, improve also in my grammar. This class has shaped my life in so many different ways. There is so many things that I learned that I did not know. There is so many techniques that I never thought that was possible. There is so much things that was said and done in this class that helped me to understand that to be an effective minister, it means that I have to be an effective speaker. It means that I have to learn and understand the